All right, welcome to the Karizma Effect podcast. Today I got with me someone big, special, Mr. Teacup in the building. How you feeling, Mr. Teacup?
I'm feeling good, man. Appreciate you having me here, man. It's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing.
All right, so I got to ask you some questions. What is it that you do, man?
Well, I do a lot of things. So I consider myself a serial entrepreneur. I got restaurants, I trade, I got other businesses. I got a cannabis farm in California. So I do a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? I definitely do a little bit of everything.
And what's your bread and butter?
I would say trading. Trading is my bread and butter.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So tell us about the California farms. How does that work, man? How many acres you got, or how many plants are you doing? Or how does the business work in general?
Well, I got workers out there. I got my brother who runs it.
Okay.
We sitting on probably like 4 acres.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Cali.
Yeah, in Cali, in North Cali, in Humboldt County. So people who grow know about Humboldt County.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is that, like an empty, dead area kind of thing?
That's where a lot of the growers be at.
Right,
Humboldt County and stuff
right.
like that. So, but we're going to turn that into a dispensary. Like my next move is to have a dispensary and things of that nature.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Tell us about the trading journey, man. How long you been doing it now?
Man, I've been trading since 2015.
Okay.
You know, I saw a friend of mine on Facebook, and I just asked him some questions about it, and I just started getting into it. And that's how I actually got my name, Mr. Teacup, from the trading.
How is it? Why did they call you that?
Because I came up with the strategy for the Teacup strategy, so I just put my name as Mr. Teacup. So it's crazy because it's like either you know Mr. Teacup or you don't. Because if you be like, yo, you know Mr. Teacup, there's only one Mr. Teacup that anybody can think about. If they do,
That's right. That's right. It's one and only.
Exactly.
One and only.
So it kind of, the name kind of like worked perfect for me.
Okay. So how I met you, bro? You remember the day I met you? All right. He was talking about trading, and I went up to you and I said, I asked you for some advice. You told me you had a restaurant, and I told you I did too.
Yes.
And then my goal was to get you in here, bro.
Yeah,
I was like,
for sure.
all right, how do I get him in here so I could get close to him? And I was like, I hit you up. I'm like, pull up. The first time, no. Second time, you came through. And then since then, we've been friends. It's like, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And it's crazy because, like, I tell people all the time, man, in the industry that I'm in, you meet so many people, successful people that are successful in their own lane.
That's right.
Their own realm. So it's like, it's so dope because through trading, I got to meet so many different people. I would have never met you if it wasn't for trading.
100%, you're right.
I probably would have came here one time in my life.
Right.
But,
Right.
just came here, had some hookah and ate.
That's a fact.
And had some drinks. But because of trading is the reason why I met you.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And it's dope because anytime somebody's in town, I send them your way.
Yeah. And a lot of big people have been coming, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt. There's always love, man. You always got to show your people love, man. So there's always
So
love.
tell us about the trading journey, man. How was it in the beginning of your journey? Did you want to give up?
Oh, yeah. Every time you blow an account, you want to give up.
That's a fact.
Yo, anytime you blow an account, you feel like you lost your puppy because you got the puppy face.
Right.
You're like, damn, man.
Right.
But honestly, I realized that once I got it, I'm gonna make all the money back that I lost.
That's a fact, right?
It's just I got to get it. Once I get
That's
it,
right.
everything I lost, I'll make it back.
That's
so
right.
that's what kept me going. And I realized, like, yo, this is the only thing that you can actually just be home in your pajamas and make money, and you ain't gotta worry about that.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right. So how long did it take you to get out of the losing phase of trading?
It took me like a year and a half.
Year and a half,
I
right?
started in 2015, and I want to say by March 2017, I started for some reason something clicked, and I started being profitable.
And what is it that you trade?
Well, right now, see, at the beginning, I was trading Euro USD, GDP USD. Now I'm
Right.
trading indices, gold.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
So
that's
what
how
I'm
it was
doing.
for me in the beginning. I traded anything. I thought I just got to see some type of pattern, so I'm trading
Exactly.
anything, and
Yeah.
now I stick to certain pairs. And honestly, the work is a good distraction. When you're busy doing other things, you can't be sitting in front of the computer all
No,
day.
you can't.
Because then you start seeing things that's not really there, right?
No, I always say when you're on the charts all day long, you really start seeing patterns that are not there.
100%.
You start seeing trades that are not there. So that's why I always been a person that said I don't like to devote all my time to the charts. I want to just get in and out. That's
Right.
it, you know?
Right.
I don't want my life to be stuck looking at charts.
100%.
Yes.
And you got to stick by the rules of discipline, right?
Yes.
Bro, so tell us about the beginning, because your story is very special and famous, right? So tell us about the beginning, before you got into trading. How was your life looking like, and now how has your life changed?
Well, I was you know, when I was young, I was always getting money. I had a great job. I was doing shit in the street. But then there was a time where from 2015 to 2017, I was homeless.
Right.
So when I saw trading for the first time in 2015, I was homeless. You know, I was in Orlando. Sometimes I'll sleep on my aunt's couch. Sometimes I'll take the bus places. I'll sleep on the bus. You know, so I was homeless for 3 years, and then finally, when the trading took off for me, you know, I had borrowed money from people to fund my trading account, and once like everything clicked for me, I took off. I was able to pay everybody back that I borrowed money from. You know, because it's a horrible feeling when you borrow money from people.
100%.
Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you know, they start asking you for their money, you know, you don't got it. But I was chasing this dream, so I was borrowing from. I'm not gonna lie, I was borrowing from whoever would let me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, anybody that would lend me money, I ain't care. I was like, I'm gonna borrow.
How much were you putting in an account in the beginning?
I was trying to borrow at least because I realized with trading, I felt like if I had a good $1,000, I could actually start doing something.
Right.
I wasn't borrowing like from my aunt, I would borrow like a couple of $100.
Right.
But from people, I borrow money like $1,000, $1,500.
Right.
Like
Be like, I'm gonna flip that to $100 million and pay everyone.
That's
back.
how you think.
100%. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you think.
Right.
But it's not that easy.
Right. It's not. It's a journey, man.
But I had my breakthrough, like I said, in March, and I went on consistent run for like 90 days. That I was making money every day.
Wow, that's amazing.
And
man.
I was able to pay people back, have a cushion in my account, and then finally, in August 17th, the day before my birthday, 2017, I finally got my own apartment after 3 years of being homeless.
Wow.
So yeah.
So a lot of people. So would you say that it's like a breakthrough moment where all of a sudden it's like, now I got it, now I'm making money, or would you say it's like slow pace where it's like, okay, made a little here, then maybe you take some losses, but overall you become profitable, or do you think?
Yeah,
it's
I think you gotta take losses. Nobody wins every day.
Right.
But I think if you could just minimize your losses. That's fine.
Overall, right?
Yeah, you know, you don't want to have those days where you lose so much and you mess up your account.
Right.
You know, you want to have the minimal losses and the big gains where you do win. So that's how I, did it.
So would you say it's a light switch moment, or it's a slow process to get?
I think it just happens from one day to another where you be like, oh shit, and you just start winning. Like, I got it.
100%.
The slow process is you losing your money.
Exactly. Right.
The slow process is you losing your money, you blow your account. When you get it, it just night and day.
100%. Yeah. For me, in the beginning of my process, I was putting in 5,000, 3,000, blowing that shit in one day, taking an oil trade or some shit, and putting full leverage as far as I could go. Going to sleep, waking up, lost the whole account, and then towards after the beginning of it, then I started being like, I'm gonna put 250 in the account. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And try to, that shit scarred me. So it became, when I started getting better at it, it was hard for me to be like, okay, cool. Like putting in more than $2,000, I was so scarred from what she did to me that I was like hesitant to put big amounts of money into the account.
Yeah, but the thing about trading, man, you can fund your account. You can fund your account 10 times in 2,000 and lose 20,000, right? You blew your account.
Right.
But when you get it,
you're right.
Man, you're going to make that 20,000, and on top of that, you're going to make another 50, 60, 70, 80.
100%.
So it's like, that's why you can't really quit it, because that the outcome far outweighs the losses.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the outcome far outweighs the losses. So you're like, yo, I know when I get it, I'm gonna fuck this market.
Exactly.
You know
One thing that kept me going is if someone else is doing it, then I can do it too.
Yeah, because you'll see other people having that success.
100%.
And we kind of follow the same people, so we've seen the same people having that type of success.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said trading brought you into a lot of people. Who are some of the people that you're close to in the trading industry, would you say?
Guy like Q Banks, my guy Roy from FX Summit, Ryan Gillian, also, like, I know so many traders.
100%.
100%. I probably don't remember everybody, but I know when you're in this niche, you know everybody knows you.
That's right.
And that's why I love my name.
100%.
If you're in the trading niche, you know who Mr. Teacup is?
Right. Because if you say John, they'll be like, which one? John G, John F, John C?
But there's only one Teacup.
Only one Teacup, bro.
Only one
Love
Teacup.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been able to, I'm not the best trader. I'm not as good as a lot of those guys. but because of my strategy and the name of it,
100%.
I've been able to carve a niche in it where everybody be like, yeah, I know Teacup.
100%.
Yeah, I know who Teacup is.
100%. Let me ask you this: what's your plans for the next 5 years? Let's say, where do you see yourself going? What do you want to expand in? What do you want to grow in?
Well, in the next 5 years, I really want to build myself an apartment complex, like maybe 40, 50 apartments complex. I hooked up with my boy that's here today. You'll probably hear from later, Alex, ESPN Alex on IG. I really want to get into trading stocks and options. Yeah, man, there's a couple of things I want to do, man. Probably want to get a couple of more restaurants. Yeah, you know, I like the restaurant. I mean, it's not the best business to be in.
Right,
You know
100%.
so,
See, I warn people about the business. It sucks the life out of you. You know what I'm saying? It's a long. See, it's not that it's stressful per se. Although it is stressful, it's so time consuming. Where it'll take out 15, 16 hours out of your day. Our focus between people don't see the back work there is, the paperwork, all the stuff there is to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up early to take care of the paperwork. Restaurant opens, time to make sure that everybody's here, check the cameras, come in, and you're like a parrot constantly repeating yourself. Everybody, you know, I'm saying the same things every day and it's not being done. You know what I'm saying? I have to remind everybody their job every day.
Yeah.
So it's exhausting and it's very time consuming.
No,
You know
definitely. That's why I like being an investor, because I get to like just come, eat, chill, drink, and go back home. You know what I'm saying?
But you're right, it does make you a lot of connections. You do meet a lot of people.
You meet a lot of people. People like to eat. People like to eat.
Right,
So
right.
if your restaurant, you know, if it has some, if it's going and it has some, you know, some notoriety, people are gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Eat. So definitely the restaurant business, and yeah, man. Like I just launched my own credit company, so I do funding. I fix credit. So I'm doing a couple of things. You know,
Okay, funding company. What is your goal? Like business funding or what?
Business funding, personal funding.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Yeah. Fixing people's credit, helping them grow their credit if they don't have credit. Because you don't have to have, like, people just think that bad credit is making late payments. You can have no credit, and that's considered bad credit to lenders.
100%.
So I help you build
That's
your
right.
credit up and
That's
things
right.
of that nature.
So you're doing regular mortgages too?
No, I don't do. I help your credit, but I do have people that do all that stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what other businesses are you focused in? What are some other things that you're into, man?
Well, I launched an online sports book. It's called Alphabet. You know, we have live casino with live dealers.
Okay.
Things of that nature. You could bet just like you bet on FanDuel, on DraftKings.
You got card games too, like blackjack.
We
and
got
all that?
everything with live dealers too.
That's amazing.
And we're the first sports book with an affiliate program.
What's the website called? How can I get in?
Alphabets.io.com.
Alphabets.io.com.
Yeah.
All right.
So the shit, man, it's lit, man. You can bet, and I'm the first person actually giving you a piece of the sports book.
How do you fund the money into the account? Is it crypto or it's
Crypto,
cards?
your card, credit
anything,
card, yeah,
anything. Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's a new concept where we're paying people for bringing in people for referrals, but we're actually really paying you.
Mr. Teacup, I appreciate you coming by, man.
doubt, my
A
brother.
friend, a
I appreciate
brother with a lot of advice and suggestions. Appreciate
sir,
you
man.
for coming out.
Yes, I appreciate
All right,
you.
Karizma Effect Podcast.